All right, in today's video, we're gonna go over how to set up the Topcon GT or GTV series total station onto the tripod, level it, and then also how to connect it to the field controller tablet over here. So as you can see, I already have my tripod set up. The big things here is just make sure you have a nice solid base, so you don't want the legs too spread apart or too skinny. And then secondly, you just wanna make sure that you're kind of eyeball leveling the top of the tripod here. Don't got to put a level across or anything. Just look at it with your eyes and make sure it's level enough and we're good to go. From there, we can go ahead and take our total station out from the case here. We're going to set it on the tripod. Of course, you want to make sure all corners of this tri rack are centered onto the base of the tripod as possible, so we don't want any corner hanging off like that. You can go ahead and screw it in down here, the thread. Next, we're gonna grab our battery. That goes inside this bottom compartment here. So these slots on the battery match up with these slots right here. So all you're gonna do is push the battery in here, slide it down, and then close. Now we're going to come over to this side of the total station. You're just going to press and hold the power button until the screen lights up. And while that's going, there is a bubble on the outside of the total station here. You can level that in first because it's going to make the leveling on the digital screen a bit easier in a minute here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in. Now you see I have a digital screen that pops up. So you have X and Y measurements here. So really what we're doing here is when we're kind of fine tuning our measurements, or our leveling, I should say, is we're just putting the compensator inside the total station in the middle of its range to compensate up and down. So I always like to emphasize that is on the screen, we're not making the total station any more accurate necessarily. We're just enabling it to compensate more while we're working. So this stands for minutes and seconds in surveying terms. All you're gonna do is try to make sure that your X and Y are within 10 seconds each. Quick trick for leveling this, if you don't know, is if you put the total station screen across two screws or parallel to two screws like I have right now, these will control your left and right, and it'll follow your left thumb. So I'll move them simultaneously out, and you'll see that the bubble will move to the left, and then vice versa. If I push in, the bubble moves to the right. And then this back screw right here is what's going to control your up and down. So again, that follows your left thumb as well. So if I move my left thumb this way, you'll see the bubble move up. And then again, if I move it down, the bubble goes down. So again, I'm just going to fine tune here, and you're just kind of making really small adjustments to these screws because they're pretty touchy on this screen. Okay, now I'm within 10 seconds either way, so we're done here. Okay, so now we're gonna head over to our prison pole setup here. If you're using an RC, you're gonna press the power button. If you're not, just skip this step. And in a second, you'll see that these two lights start blinking up here. So you have your total station icon and your tablet icon. You'll see that the total station light just turned solid. That's because we already have our total station powered up. And it's established that connection. So now the RC is just trying to connect to your tablet here. So we just got to establish that connection. So what most of you are going to do is just press the total station icon up here, then connect the default device. It's usually pretty quick, and you'll see that you have your tablet, RC, and total station icon, all with green dots between them. If you're not using RC, you'll just see a tablet and total station icon. And also, if we head back up to our RC here, both of those lights are solid. So there's two different ways you can check that connection has been established. Keep in mind, if you don't want to do that, if you just go straight into setup or layout, it will automatically connect as well. if I press up here and go into device management, like let's say you're a company that's using multiple systems and you're kind of interchanging tablets between systems, you can choose which system you want to connect to over here, rather than just connecting to a default device. Or if you'd like to add a new device, you just press this add device button down here, select whatever instrument that you're using, press continue, and you'll be able to connect to that device as long as everything's powered on. A couple more quick things I'll show you is you got your battery icon up here for your tablet. You got your total station battery right here, so you can see I'm pretty low right now. And then also you can press this instrument level button and you can check the instrument level from your tablet as well.